From Los Angeles, it's the John Kerwin Show. I'm your announcer, Justin Nottingham, along with Nicholas Burns and the Night Owls. Tonight's guests, Betsy Brandt, with musical guest, Mariah McManus. And now, here's your host, John Kerwin!
Welcome back. Tonight's guest is a terrific actress who's one of the stars of Breaking Bad, which just started its 5th season. Please welcome to the show, Betsy Brandt. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I have to tell you, I have never been treated so well.
Oh, really?
No, which makes it sound like people are just abusive to me, but it's that you guys were so wonderful. And I was so touched that you left me those flowers.
Yeah, well, yes, you're welcome.
And I heard you don't do that for anyone else.
No, I've never done that before for anyone else.
Which I love, and I heard that you and I'm sure you picked them out yourself.
Yes, I did, from the cemetery.
And I just I have the note you left me.
Uh-huh.
Dear Betsy, as they say, let's have fun out there.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
What do you mean when you say that?
It means I want to throw you on this desk and have sex with you. What do you think it means?
No, I wondered because when you got me flowers, I was like, do I have to dance for him? Do I have to? I'm gonna hang on to this because it means a lot to me.
You know, before we started here, you were kind of saying that you wish that you had an entrance because you have a great butt.
Yes.
Would you like to show our studio audience now? Is there a chance?
I have a dress on. I mean, I'm not going to lift my dress
on.
on.
This camera right over here.
I have a good butt. My husband's here. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
I have a nice bottom.
Those are great shoes too.
Oh, thank you. My husband got these for me for Valentine's Day.
Nice job. Yeah. Very nice.
He's right over there. He got them for me for Valentine's Day. Yeah. He's doing a victory lap now around the audience.
So when did you decide to become an actress? Are you one of these people that knew like right away when they were like kids, or was it when you were an adult?
I didn't decide until I was an adult, but when I was a kid, I used to write plays and cast my neighbors in them and direct them.
As a child?
Yes.
Do you remember what one of those?
I was a very bossy director too, but I think the work was good. I think that you do what you have to do.
Well, you're from the same town as Francis Ford Coppola. No, it makes sense to be bossy.
He never wanted to collaborate with me.
Really?
Yeah. Which I thought was just like, okay, all right.
So what's an example?
You're going to regret that someday.
What's an example of something you did, like when you made one of these little movies with your kid? Like,
no, not movies, plays. Plays.
Oh, I see.
Plays.
And who would you put it on in front of? Like family?
Other neighbors. Huh. I know that's awkward because some would be cast.
Yeah.
And some would not be cast.
So how did Breaking Bad come into? First of all, before Breaking Bad, you did a whole bunch of shows. You did shows like The Practice, CSI, Boston Legal, very serious shows, yes. And yet you're very energetic and fun. How did you get into this serious road?
You know, there must be something wrong with me because I love the heavy drama. I do. I love it. It's just fun to do. It's not fun to live it, but it's fun to do.
So you don't have a problem like when you're doing one of these roles of getting into character and kind of living it and it being torturous as it is for some actors who play these kind of roles?
I have to make a lot of jokes on set, otherwise it would probably just be severely depressing. But, you know, you find a balance.
Yeah, I once tried acting when I was in college, and it was a horrible experience. I did a play called Extremities, which is about a rapist, and I played the rapist. And
why am I laughing? You're a rapist. And you were the rapist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I like that. I think it's the way you said it.
But I was the rapist. And I was really into the character, and I was carrying around a knife, a real knife around.
Oh,
method
actor.
And the actress that did it quit the entire play and said, I can't work with this guy.
Because he is crazy.
That's right, that's right. And I said, I got to get out of this and go into comedy clubs because it just wasn't, it wasn't working for me.
It wasn't working.
No,
right.
no, I was it bothered me too much doing it.
But the comedy doesn't bother you?
No, that I actually enjoy.
And what about, okay, so When you're doing clubs, you're doing stand-up.
Yes.
How's that life? What's that life like?
Well, I don't do it anymore. I do the show. But when I did it, when I traveled on the road, it was very lonely, actually, you know? And the only way I'd break the loneliness was to start raping. No. No. So how did Breaking Bad come into your life? Everybody loves this show. It's such a big hit.
I'm proud of this show.
Yeah.
I went in and I met Vince.
Vince, the creator.
Vince Gilligan, and he was just, oh my God! Every actor should. I wish them the opportunity to audition for him because
he wasn't
just
bossy.
So wonderful.
Like somebody.
No, he was very sweet.
It would have been funny if he was just like you as a kid.
I know. Yeah. I was like, that's not how you do it.
Yeah.
That's it? What? No, that's not what I meant when I wrote that. No, he didn't do that at all.
Is it true that they weren't sure which role to give you, and you had auditioned for a couple of different roles?
I went in for Marie, which is the role I play, and then Vince said, "Let's bring her back for Skylar." And I read for Skylar, and I read for Linda, which was a role that then was written out. So I'm really glad I did not get that one because I love this gig. And then I ended up getting Marie.
Getting what?
Getting Marie.
Marie, yeah.
My character on Breaking Bad.
Yes, I know the show.
Betsy.
I'm aware, yeah. For those who haven't watched the show, can you describe Marie?
Well, I would say, Breaking Bad is about a woman who wears purple, and her brother-in-law cooks crystal meth once he's diagnosed with cancer. She's very narcissistic. She's very narcissistic. It's really fun.
And I heard you've always asked the producers to do something for your character. Is that right?
Do you spy on me?
Yes, yeah.
Is that why you sent me flowers? Because you're stalking me. You've been stalking me.
You want me to stalk you, it looks like.
I totally do.
Yeah,
I totally do. That's why I'm like, I don't live here at this address when I leave that note in your car. Every single year we've been on the air, I ask Vince and the writers to give Marie a gun. Because there's all of this action happening around her, and I don't get to partake in it.
Right.
And I'd like to.
Well, I actually heard about that, so I got you a gun. To give you an opportunity. It's a realistic one, too.
Because they took mine at the door.
So what would Marie do with this gun?
Is this loaded?
It's not loaded. There's
Is
no
there vodka in
no
here?
no.
Vodka in here? What would I do?
Yes.
Oh, she'd shoot the bad guys.
Is that right?
She'd be, stay the away from my husband.
Wow.
Cartel. Yeah, that's right. She'd go like...
The Reservoir Dogs way, right?
Shoot it like that, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm not aiming at anyone in particular. Just like...
So
don't, and it's not real.
So it wouldn't be like a Charlie's Angel thing where you flip your hair back and then go freeze.
Oh, well, I mean, freeze. That's good, right?
We'll take a quick break. We'll talk more with Betsy Brandt. Stay tuned, folks.
Why are you taking my gun?
Welcome back. We're talking with Betsy Brandt, who has some carrot in her teeth. No, I'm kidding.
That is very funny.
You're so... You got some personality. I really like you. You're the type of person I'd want to hang out with.
You do or you don't. I can't be like, you are really...
Yeah, it could be sarcastic. You are just a wonderful guest. You're probably the best guest we ever had.
God, we really never had anyone like you. Next week.
Be with a quirky woman, yeah. Well, Marie is very quirky because she's a kleptomaniac. She steals things.
I don't say she steals things. I say that it's not stealing if it's something that she should have.
It's interesting. Did you have to go into like the psychology of kleptomania? Like there are a lot of celebrities that people that will steal. Is that right?
Know.
It's crazy. You think they have so much money. Why would they do that?
I don't know. And this, I find that intriguing because they have to know at this point that someone is following you and paying for everything. So I would think the thrill is gone.
Wait, somebody is following them that's on their team, like their assistant?
Yeah.
And pays for it. And they don't know about the
that like this is what I do and it's not.
Yeah.
I swear.
We all know about Winona Ryder. We know about that whole thing, but I don't know if anybody...
that's out there.
Yeah, that's out
there.
there.
But I'm sure she doesn't do that anymore.
But nobody paid for her. That's the thing. Behind her. She just stole it and left.
Well,
though.
that was the flaw in her plan. Do you know what? There is some out-of-work assistant. Yeah. Winona Ryder was like, you're supposed to go through and pay for that
That's
stuff.
right. I bet.
That's why I hired you.
Well, we are just about... Wait, where's my watch, by the way? Do you guys have my watch? Do you have my watch?
I feel so guilty. I'm so sorry.
You took my watch. When did you do that?
It was sitting in your dressing room, so I... It's a little warm. It's
like the carrots.
Warm.
Yeah, it is.
Warm.
Well, that's an honor, being ripped off by Becky Brandt from Breaking Bad.
Betsy,
Very nice.
Betsy.
Betsy.
Seriously, you need to think too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Betsy.
You've been fun, Betsy.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
It's
coming
really
on.
great.
Betsy Brandt, ladies and gentlemen. Good guest.
Thank you so much. Is that a gift?
No. We are going to go out with our musical act. This is Mariah McManus, and her new CD is called Nice to Meet You. I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.